Right, everyone's on the server now, and it looks like the knife will begin. It's the third map, so a knife decides who decides to go CT and T. So we'll see who gets more knives in.
Who do you think is going to win the knife?
Who I don't think is going to win a knife. I don't have any opinion on that. In a knife run, I just look at the knives and appreciate the nice ones. And the gloves as well. We've seen some nice combos. I think one of the HAVU guys has got the driver gloves.
I think HAVU's going to win the knife.
I
just got to put it out.
Knife. Okay.
Before it starts, I got to put it out.
Well, if they start CT side, then what do you think happens after that?
I still think MIBR takes the map.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. But I think
these are big words, Maui Snake. Well.
Great.
Wow, he just turned around. He just turned around to take it.
Where's the KZ, man? All right, well, I'm still happy with that because I predicted MIBR to win. So now they're going to get the CT side. They're going to get all 15 rounds in on that. And man, I would be a little scared if I'm HAVU going up against the KNG Fallen double op on train. It is nasty.
Right then, let's see how spicy HAVU can get on the T side. Having lost the knife, they'll start on the T side. MIBR will of course choose to start on the CT. Sometimes you get people starting on the T side, but I'd say that's only in the first game of the series, not the third. If they feel like they're going in cold, they'll start on the worst side anyway. KNG again in the pistol. We've had 2 3Ks from him in the pistol so far on the CT side. He starts with the CZ, which is perfect when people are trying to rush.
Yeah, that was a great setup from MIBR. And look at KNG's getting close again with the CZ. Will he do more damage? Taking him a while to find that kill, but Mayern's able to chime in with a few of his own. Nice shots from Mayern, man. This is him coming alive. Is Flashpoint 1 where Mayern goes from being the kid on the side of a milk carton, just missing, looking blankless, to becoming a man? Is this where he gets the hair on his chest so that the MIBR players can finally respect him?
I don't have a hairy chest. Does that mean I have no respect?
No,
is this a measure of respect, Maui Snake?
It is. It's not. It's let's not create just unrealistic standards for men. Actually, that's not what we're here to do.
Why are you body shaming me?
Exactly. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But it's metaphorical. And Mayern, he's been doing a great job. No metaphor whatsoever.
Ball goes down early in the fire to try and catch someone off guard, but Fur was waiting outside, so it's easy pickings for him. And it's slim pickings for HAVU in the second round with only 3 players remaining on pistols. What can they really do here? They've got a smoke and well, they've got 2 smokes and a flash to try to do something with. But I mean, at this point, with only 3 left, I was going to say, are you like, what is the goal? Is the minimum goal to plant the bomb? Is it to kill 1 player or maybe 2? Well, now there's only 2 of them remaining. There's still, though, only Taco on the B bomb site. It would be prudent for somebody to start rotating. He's playing on this smoke, trying to block players making a play, but soon that smoke will be gone and he'll get popped immediately. Fallen has come in a little too long. He's got only a USP because he wants that AWP, so he's gone for the cheap route. Maybe not the most ideal person to rotate, but only Taco is lost, so all is fine. All is well in the house of MIBR.
Yeah, you got to feel pretty good about that because HAVU did, in fact, force into that round. They wanted to control the economy. It's been something that MIBR struggled with throughout every opening half of regulation thus far in this series. But finally, they're going to have a little bit of breathing room. They're going to potentially farm a lot of cash here. Fallen, he's even got an op with head armor, which is something that you don't usually see on the first gun round for a CT side. So he's got to be feeling pretty nice about that. We'll see what set play HAVU have in store for us here. Look like it might just be a ramp pop towards B.
Well, this buy sucks, doesn't it? Doto looking for a push, and he will be slayed by the IRC admins. HAVU looking to get G-Line from the B-bomb site as well. I don't think the bomb's been seen on the radar just yet, but soon it will be. Nothing to... I mean, there's nothing they can do there, really. Even a kill. If they got 1 frag from that, I'd be like, wow, they've put in work. So it is what it is. MIBR. Start with a clean sheet. A good start for MIBR on the CT side of train as the last map, the deciding map in a best of 3 is worst case scenario for HAVU, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with these players fully engaged and activated by their utility. We are going to see MIBR just kind of play with the buy that they had in the previous round, though. We see the FAMAS still in the MP9 out for KNG, but slowly he's going to be looking for something towards middle. Not going to challenge this angle yet. MIBR dumping a lot of utility early on to stop any kind of fast T-Con play. And Fur, he's already tucked himself in the ladder, so this is great positioning. It's exactly where you want to put your MP9 on the team. So this is really good stuff from MIBR. They have a lot of control on the map already. But Saw comes out and he's able to take down Fur. Nice opening pick. And Saw, he's actually able to find a second.
This is a great start for HAVU, and I think they're going to be reliant on these kind of plays just to completely destroy the economy of the CT side. They've got to convert the round as well, and of course, they're in a very good position to do that. No one, Taco doesn't have position to help out KNG. Trying to get it done with the FAM, that's only good for the 1 kill. And what is there for Taco to do? Not a lot. I think on the T side for HAVU, fast plays into A and just wrecking that CT economy. For me, I think is part of their keys to win on this final map. That was a good start. There is money for most of these players of MIBR. Taco can drop if necessary. They could even go double AWP.
Yeah, they could already double up on the second gun.
I kind of want to see it. I want to see it. There's no kinder about it. I'm committed. But what you gonna do, MIBR? Taco looking for a cheap kill, and he won't make any connection. That's a good first buy round for HAVU. After those 2 ghastly pistol rounds, or 3 if you consider the first one. There we go, double AWPs. They do not disappoint MIBR. Made mostly in Brazil.
Yeah, and the player that has not been from Brazil, Mayern, he's doing an excellent job integrating himself into this lineup. So, big round here. This is MIBR trying to fight to stay in control of this map to keep their economy good. HAVU, once again, they're going to start off quickly getting map control towards Pop Dog here. It's going to be Dodo and Hoodie in great positions, and Mayern going to be playing right in sandwich. Wow, this play is so fast already. KNG is making that op work, as is Fallen. Stereo fracture with the 2 oppers, and Hoodie finding a kill through the smoke there. Mayern, he's actually in a very advanced position. That's going to catch Zori off guard along with Hoodie, and it's just Dodo that remains. These fast plays. Oh, Dodo recovering that situation just a bit, but MIBR holding a little too strong there. Fool these Brazilians once, shame on you. But you're not going to fool them twice. MIBR, they recovered very nicely.
That was a wild round. MIBR, it seems, can thrive in the madness. And I think Fallen will enjoy rounds like that. Round 3's just bouncing around with an AWP crazy, ideally not dying. He will enjoy those if they continue. Now, with the bomb plant, what does that allow HAVU to do? We can see the buy coming through. Doto's actually got 7.5 grand, so no issue in that respect. AWP is collected, deployed to Zori. We'll see what kind of spawn he's got. It's going to be important for MIBR to find a way to stop these fast pushes into the A bomb site, get some flashes into main and the mollies as well. And again, that is obviously also you have to consider keeping the money in the right place. There's no fast play this time from HAVU. Some early flashes though. A lot of utility being dumped by MIBR in terms of incendiary. Glass being smashed will allow players to throw smokes towards Ivy from above the ladder room, but for now it's a 5-on-5.
Good setup for MIBR. They already have T-Con control with Mayern in here. I'm interested to see how HAVU try to get him out. Flash is going to come out, but Mayern, he's not going to get blind. He's still going to hold his ground nicely. Jumping out, Dodo is going to get taken down by Mayern. Zori, though, does find the trade, but Fur is still there to keep it an advantage for MIBR. Ooh, but Slowy's so far on the site, but he falls off. He actually gets dinked throughout all that 4v3 situation, and Zori is able to recover it just a little bit more, making it a 3-on-3.
You can see Zori is ready for train with the kind of frags that he has coming out. KNG trying to find Terra Firma though to land a fatal shot, but he can't quite do it. 2-on-2 as Taco starts to move forward. He's got legs on the bomb, but can he get the fuse in? Where have these players gone? Zori is still a threat in main. You can see Fallen trying to run distraction, moving forward as well now. They just can't figure out where they are. The smoke is up for Taco, trying to invite the peek. Zori's taken out. Slowy hasn't got an angle for the bomb. Taco will get on it. Fallen has to stop him, and he will pop him in the head with the P2000, and it's 5 for MIBR. So despite the war of attrition on the A bomb site, they are winning the lion's share of the rounds.
This is testing MIBR in a way that MIBR loves to fight. Just chaos all over, just Fallen and KNG getting to work with their ops. You can see him here, Fallen just protecting Taco with his life. What a great job from him there in the 2v2. And it just puts so much pressure now on HAVU because their utility, it's dwindling. There's no op now for Zori, no flashes as well. They still have some good utility. I'm interested to see what they have in store for us, but it's not going to be that great outside take with all the mollies and everything that we've seen before. MIBR, they're doing a great job at controlling at least one of the extremities on this A site. This time around they opted for ladder, which they actually didn't get, but in the previous rounds it's either been ladder or T-Con just about every time, and it's really helped solidify their defense. This time they're playing a slightly more passive setup, but they now have 2 on the B site, and this might be the best call that they've made thus far. In fact, actually rotating a 3rd player over because HAVU, they look like they're primed and ready for a B exec.
KNG still has a smoke grenade, which he could throw to low up. And now the execute starts to come in from HAVU. MIBR well positioned for it. Will KNG go for any more pot shots? Just the 1 so far. He's pretty far away from the flashes as well, so if a flash goes off at the other end of the site, he might be able to see enough to still find a kill. Looking for a spread, there's another flash, blind for a time, but May's got the angle. Enough CTs are here. HAVU had no success just yet. That's the opening kill for them. And Sword's the last man standing. That's all he can do. 4 survive for MIBR. Round after round for the Brazilians.
Yeah, these 5-man HAVU plays, MIBR is just eating them all up. It's just these fast A plays, now it's a B exec, and MIBR, this is one of the maps that they made their name on. This is one of the maps that they took into majors years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and just was so solid on time and time again. And you can see that the comfort level is so high among all of these players. KNG as well, even though he's a newer player. One of the ways that Immortals made such a deep run at their major was because he was such a star on the map. So MIBR, they're loving what they're seeing thus far in this game.
Taco falling back. What's going on here? See, KNG has moved into the B-bomb site as well, very quickly moving up to the spools once again. Mayan sees some action towards the ladder room. He's getting close though. No support grenades from his teammates. So there is actually, of course there is, Fur with a clean pop flash. And ladder has been taken. Another lurk smoke up top. KNG really go for the guesswork once again. Taco with a spray, actually get some results out of that. Teams have made their way to the low ground already. Is there a Molotov to stop the plant? He's seen one on Boyle. That's so important. KNG overperforming, nice flick from him. But Source flanking connector could be a problem. No one's called it just yet, but they will take it out before more damage can be done. And once again, it's just the 1 kill for HAVU. And MIBR move to 7.
Mayern, what a job from this kid. He's really stepping up in one of the most important series for MIBR. This will ensure their matchup versus Mad Lions in the coming days if they do end up taking this map here. And he has been such a rock for them this series. I didn't think he was going to be able to keep it up for all 3 maps, but we can see already 14-3. It's pretty much assured that he will do such a thing. And he's got to be feeling really good. MIBR, they've been challenged in just a variety of ways at this point, and HAVU has come up empty-handed.
HAVU are planting the bomb. Sometimes on a 4-buy, sometimes on a half-buy. But they're not winning the rounds. MIBR with a roaring start on the defensive side of Train. Once again, they will have 2 players in B earlier on. KNG and Taco, a dynamic duo. We've seen some really nice flicks from KNG. He's had 2 maps to warm up, and he is delivering on Train. But the big leader really is Mayan. 14 for 3. The young guy seems to have found his place in the team finally. To devastating fashion.
Oh! Good boost is going to get Mayern a kill there, but he is traded as a matter of fact. But that's going to give us nice info for MIBR, and Fallen's going to capitalize. He takes down Saw, trying to lurk out T-Con there, but he still knows that Zori is in this position. So the Molly is going to slow down Zori in his tracks. MIBR is going to find a way to centralize their defense here. We already have Fur in ladder room, and now Fallen, he's just watching this Ivy angle. And he expects the possibility of another player towards T-Con. Great read from Fallen, and he gets the kill on Azori as well. Doesn't seem to matter who is stepping up for MIBR, but someone is doing it in every single round.
Thank you. Next, say MIBR. 5 rounds in a row. No bomb plant on that occasion. What does the money look like? Taco with almost 8 grand. Fallen of almost 7. So it's been kept reasonably honest. If HAVU wipe out MIBR in 1 round, they will have 1 buy in the hole. So things can turn around dramatically, but that looks easier said than done at the moment. Hoodie with the lower B pop flash in case of... Oh, I didn't quite go where I was supposed to, actually. Most people do that with a running right click, point looking up rather than throwing it down and bouncing it.
Yeah, that was a weird way to do it. Marin challenged by the totem drop. He's going to find 1 and saw a little late to the party, but he's still able to find the trade. I don't think Marin expected it to look like that. The Fur has already got great position in Olaf right now. The A hit does come out here. KNG, though, holds the line with the op, and Fur here still with T-Con, only able to find 1, but it's still a 1-man deficit for HAVU. They need to get something on the board here if they want to get into this half. You cannot let MIBR just run away with this now.
They had to deal with KNG there. Because once you start shooting him, you don't kill him, you give the position away. With the man advantage, it will be abused to take that kill. And MIBR move to 9, mostly in Brazil, leading by 8 rounds now. HAVU, maybe another half buy for them. They're at max loss bonus, of course, so they can afford the more interesting pistols and the odd grenade.
Yep, gonna go for a deco of sorts. There is gonna be the Tech 9 from Saw. He read the patch notes and he liked what he saw with the tech. So some flashes towards outside, and it looks like it's gonna be a really fast Ivy play. This is looking a lot like a pistol round strategy of sorts. So I'm interested to see how MIBR deal with this. They haven't had to face too much Ivy pressure just yet, and so it's gonna be Fallen who's the first point of contact for MIBR.
Swing and a miss. But maybe his teammates can take position. Oh, that's very nice. Looking for the rifle support, finding it and blasting it. There is something maybe to be done here by HAVU. They can make it expensive. Fur will finish off the job with a nice tap. Has the bomb by sandwich now. That will limit the chances of a bomb plant. Starts to swing from left to right. Not sure if Doto has been spotted just yet. And again, Train's a map where you can quite peek through very narrow channels to make it easier to get these headshots. Doesn't happen on this occasion. Mayan puts a nice shot in the chat, however. But again, it's a round where only 1 player has been lost. And I say only. It was a pistol run for HAVU, but the stats are the stats.
Great hold from Fallen. Fur, though, looking darn good towards Sandwich there. That was some impressive shooting from him. MIBR keeping all these players alive has kept their economy so nice and intact so that even if they do lose this round, they will have a bye in the upcoming one very comfortably. So HAVU, how are they going to change things up, though? It seems like they're not opting for a timeout, and they've been just going for these 5-man exec plays off the bat. Zori, though, almost finding a kill, but he's actually going to get naded instead. Marin has been in ladder room a few times now. This time he fights it from outside and does a great job.
Hoodie's made his way out to E-Box. I don't think Mayan realizes it. He's normally dealing with the ladder area, looking towards ladder, but they're still not aware of E-Box. This could really collapse as a big shot from Hoodie. They've got the call now, but is it too late? First taken out as well. 4 versus 2 for HAVU. Is this their way back into the game? There's plenty of money for the most part for MIBR for the round to come, and it will only be the 1 frag for MIBR now. Can they make it to 5, HAVU? Has to be in their crosshairs, but is it realistic?
That was a nice adjustment from Saw there, who's the IGL of HAVU. Good call to just kind of slow things down, take it stage by stage in the round, and not just full-on commit to their plays, and it actually catches MIBR off guard nicely. So they're able to get their second round on the board, but they got to string something together here. You cannot just let MIBR back into this game right now and run away with the half 13-2. That would be a disaster for this decider map.
HAVU with Doto and Saw moving towards Ivy, where Fallen waits. MIBR look to be taking main in the meantime, not for the first time in this half. Fallen wondering what's going on. I think he may have perhaps heard the run boost. Sometimes when you Jump on your teammate said it makes this kind of weird sound like a piece of board which is bending, which is pretty loud. Oh, you just don't want to pick Fallen, but sometimes you don't know where he is. An opening frag from MIBR.
That's not what you want to see if you're HAVU. Fallen got pushed off that angle with all the utility HAVU had, and he still just re-peeks it and finds a kill. So now MIBR have a lot of information here. This should help fortify their B defense, and you can see that the nades are falling at the feet of HAVU already. It's going to be really hard for them to get in this site, especially given Taco is just holding this smoke right here. It's got to be pretty much a miracle to take down Taco as he holds this, but looks like HAVU, they're going to slow things down just a little bit. Likely going to be falling into one of their execs. They have a couple smokes and a Molotov, so that should make things pretty clean. Going to do a one-way smoke to peek Z. That's Zori. Going to be spotting that. Taco and crew, they are just shutting HAVU out of this round. HAVU, they got to get desperate. They only have 20 seconds left. Fur is still here at Pop Dog. He's going to be faced off with a few players. Looks like it's going to be a totem stack, and he's going to find 1.5. Oh, no, he is going to actually connect with Zori. Just leaving Saw in the 1v4. Good flash, and Fur thought he was going to take that fight, but no, shows a little bit of discipline. Just 5 seconds remain, and KNG is just going to peek and take down Saw. MIBR doing a great job again on their defense here. Just Fallen, I can't believe that. Just peeking through the smoke, just does not respect HAVU's utility whatsoever, and he's going to give his team a really good chance to close this half out very strongly.
How can you not be a fan of Fur? It's just so fun to watch him frag all the way up the ladder, but there is no escape from Fur. 11-2 for MIBR. Success has been rare and oft forgotten for HAVU in this half thus far. 5 AK-47s are out. They've got some utility, they've got some grenades, they've got stuff to work with, but they also have a mostly Brazilian team looking to wipe them out once again. And the standout Mayan has been quite a standout. 17 for 8 now. This time MIBR getting more comfortable, leaving Taco alone on B. KNG's been rotating earlier on more often, and with that, he will make his way over. There's one at the choke point. It will be a combination of Taco and KNG. He looks towards default, close to the headshot. Going to create some space for a team to rotate out with the smoke. 4-on-3 retake for MIBR.
Zori takes down KNG. He's got such great advanced positioning, and all of the MIBR players are bottlenecked right now towards that connector. They are going to sniff this out, though. It looks like Fur is going to read this well, that Zori is in this alternate hall position. In fact, Fur might just catch him off guard completely. I think they might want to pinch him from multiple angles at once, but Fur, he's going to get the better of him. Great setup flash from Mayer in there, and now it's just Dodo and Saw that remain, but there's still a Molotov on Dodo, and he can molly off the bomb if he so chooses, but Fur, he has the counter smoke if it's needed. He's going to drop that right on the bomb.
Oh, that would have given Saw some space to work with, but he's going to get taken out immediately. There's cover. Surely there's cover.
So
Fallen
fast.
delivers the frag, and round number 12 comes the way of MIBR. All the rounds almost for MIBR. It is exciting, though. It's very, very violent, and it's quite fun to watch, but for HAVU, it's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah, you feel like some of these rounds, you have such a chance in them, but MIBR, they recover so beautifully in these rounds, and I just can't believe how Fur was able to just sniff that out so easily. I mean, they knew he was pushed up, but to read that hall play like that and get the nice flank on him, that was just really good stuff. MIBR, they look so composed in these rounds, and they didn't force the issue or anything of the sort. They still were able to take down Zori very cleanly. Let's see if they're able to make it a dominant half. It already is, but can they push the envelope and make it 13-2 here?
Flashes out, will be a fast one. I think they were considering a molly towards Samuels, but they go for the fast play instead, but maybe to no avail. Coming out of main and the smoke around ladder at the same time. Fur in his execution mode. A late call for Saw. Turns around just in time though. I think Fallen, he's just spotted Saw. Goes for the flick, doesn't quite hit it, but look, he's dancing around the ladder, but he will get taken out. So, we've got Saw without the bomb on the A-bomb site, creating some space, running distraction. We've got Hoodie moving into B, going for a side plant where Saw can help him out later on, but Taco just turns just as he would have got the information. There's no beeps though. It is the last round of the half, so where is he headed? Will he go up the ladder to cut off Saw? I don't think he's got any idea, but surely he's heard the sound now, and maybe it's all too late. Maybe he's been outmaneuvered. No. This is going to be the weirdest flank of all time, surely. Can he get around the corner fast enough? He can, but he's looking for all the information. Oh, Saw spacing now. I think he might have just tracked him otherwise. Down he goes, Taco. He's so close. One bullet away, but HAVU just with the skin of their teeth get that third round on the board as we move into half-time. That was an uphill struggle.
Yeah, that was an important round for HAVU to win, but will it be enough? Stay locked and find out.
HAVU leads the T side with 3. The pistol round will be very important. Now on the CT side, KNG's been an issue getting 3 Ks in every pistol round, but now they move to the T side. Can he do the same? Can he thwart the advances of HAVU trying to claw back 9 rounds? They need to quadruple their score to tie.
That's quick maths.
It is quick maths, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for them here. MIBR, they already got a pretty solid game plan for this round. You can see this double smoke, the Molotov, a couple flashes. Likely going to be a B hit coming out for them. They're going to take their time with it, and there are 2 defenders from HAVU at this B bomb site currently. MIBR, they're making an odd amount of noise towards those halls. A couple missteps, I think, but it's not pulled any HAVU rotations just yet. Nades are going to come out shortly. And we'll see how it all breaks down.
Decoy on A, a flashbang on B. KNG going for the patient plays with the Glock, but Burr will do the job. KNG, man, he's ready for these pistol rounds. Moving through the train yard. There is a rotation coming in from CT Squad. Entertainment get taken down from the other side from Slowy. Taco's got the worst case scenario Molotov. He's been watching the flank on ladder, and he makes his way towards upper B. In the meantime, Mayan so deep. How could the remaining CTs possibly find him? Oh, he's taken Slowy out, and he's got Zori to deal with from Connector. Did he hit the shot, though? Trying to figure out where he is. Now it's only Zori. 1 versus 3 made 2. Taco falls back. The clock is ticking. I don't think there's a defuse kit for Zori. Getting tagged, being entertained by Fallen, dancing around the ladders as he likes to. And surely comes the volley from Taco. Or will he hold on to it? He will. Fallen with the last frag. HAVU failed the pistol. They're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tough round now. HAVU expect to see a couple scouts come out. You cannot really rely being down 14-3, so they just gotta get back in this game immediately. They can spare no expense here. We're going to see 2 scouts, one on Zori, the primary opper, and Slowy, who's shown us signs of life on other maps, but he's been rather quiet on this map. If there were a round for him to step up, it has to be now.
It really does. Double scout for HAVU. MIBR perhaps going towards B with a read of that. Dota going for the style points. Flashbang off a V-box into ladder rim. Didn't quite land it on that occasion. It is a pain to line up consistently. But HAVU are being active. They've got to work up on Ivy. Sora and Slowy will be creeping as well. So 1 player is heard above B, but there's a lot more than 1 player.
You can see the Saw and Slowy, they were going for something all the way at Ivy, so they're a mile away from this fight. If this hit comes in soon, MIBR are going to be only tasked with taking out a couple players, no rotation in sight. KNG, he's going to be activated here by this utility coming out. The mollies are in place. KNG is going to be scaling out with his teammate, and he's going to find the Fur's actually a little bit of a team flash there, so Fur is going to be the one that does get the kill, and he's just going to continue on forward. Fur, he's just dancing with them around the smoke, and Taco from the back line is going to find that kill, and man, it's just a slaughter on the B bomb site. HAVU, they might already be thinking about the lower bracket here because this is just a huge uphill battle.
Indeed it is. I was alluding to MIBR scaling dizzying heights at the beginning of this game, and boy have they done that. I don't think there's a way up for HAVU the way things have gone. The double scout play easily avoided, averted by the likes of MIBR. Even dropped an Ivy smoke as the CTs were coming back to offer a little fake, catch somebody out of position, and now Sora's in the showers. All he has left is hope. Hope in a CZ 75. This is a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, great anti-eco from MIBR. HAVU, they're going to just be forcing into the rest of this game. I'm interested to see how they decide to use their personnel this time around. You're going to see a couple nades. Likely going to be sending those towards T-Con, as Saw does have that spawn. Him and Dodo going to try to get some nade damage in early on. But MIBR doesn't look like they are... Oh, actually, no, they do get hit by those. And Saw, actually, with a running CZ, takes down one. It's going to be a 4v4 situation, but Spur knows exactly where Saw is. And from the back lines again, Zori's going to be taking down one. Good headshot, looking for more, is able to only find one. So now, Hoodie, the fate of his team in his hands.
Is there a rifle for him to collect? We could see there is a red X just around the corner. That smoke may actually give him some space. It's a gamble, but one that has to be taken. Mayan seems to be covering main and ladder, but he's backed off for the time being. Someone's made a step, and Mayan will get to the angle first. Match point for MIBR. 12 match points in a row. Good luck, HAVU.
Reminder for all the HAVU fans out there that this is a double elimination tournament. If HAVU don't make the miracle comeback, they will be in the lower bracket, so their tournament life at Flashpoint will continue, whereas MIBR are likely going to be headed to the upper bracket finals to meet up against, I think it's Mad Lion, so that will be that'll be a great matchup. There's still a lot more Counter-Strike to be played.
Is there that?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
Not today, but
I mean, maybe there is today. Maybe.
Yeah.
But the chances are low. The chances are low. Production told me HAVU will be facing Gen G if they lose this. Ooh, now that is a meaty HE. That is a can full of protein thrown at Fallen. He'll fall back with 43 HP. On the Galil, which is of interest, he's got 5,500 in the bank. But everyone's alive. 2 players in B for HAVU. We've got Zori and Hoodie with alternate angles. A double ladder play from HAVU, which could turn into a bait if there's a push from main. But could turn into a lot of damage as well. Minute mark has been reached for MIBR.
Taco's still flirting with these players at ladder. He's not able to accomplish anything, and neither is her, but KNG is able to get an op pick in the back of Green Train. And Fallen, he's rethinking his approach to this round. KNG staying for a little bit longer than maybe he should have, as Zori was able to capitalize off of him not changing his position there. So Fallen, he's going to be the one to pick up the op now, but we have a solo Taco towards Ivy right now. He's going to be approaching with not much time left. He's going to have to really make this play work. I think he has to actually go through the smoke. So this is a really interesting fake from MIBR. Throwing the smoke down, probably going to try to disguise Taco entering from this position. Little bit of a gimmick here, but he only has 8 seconds. They have to get this kill quickly. Now they have to force the plant here. HAVU, are they going to try to stop this plant, or will they play the retake out? It's going to be a 3v3 retake.
Zori actually put up his own smoke in the ladder room. Otherwise he would have had an angle, but there was one from the tees as well. And now it's Zori versus 2, flying in the air, taken out like a clay pigeon by Fallen, 16-3. And maybe it really was worst case scenario, having MIBR warm up across 2 maps to play maybe their best map as the 3rd one. Absolutely smashed. 16-3. Congratulations for MIBR.
Yeah, congrats to them. They're going to be facing off against Mad Lions now in the upper bracket finals, whereas Gen G will be meeting HAVU in the lower bracket, where both teams will be fighting for their lives.
Awesome stuff. It is over now. Well, it's break time, and when we're back from the break, it's going to be time for the blind spot to break down that smashing action, quite literally, on Train and the other maps as well. We'll see you after the break.